You know, one thing I see that is a total miss that a lot of YouTube channels do is they show all these beautiful montages of all these fantastic pictures and they're like, ooh, look at this. But that doesn't help you if you don't know what exactly is going on in the picture, why your eye goes to it, how much it costs, and why it might not be a fit for your space. In this video, I'm gonna break down a couple of different designs that are under 15K that might be a perfect fit for not only your house, but your budget. Let's get into it. If we haven't met, my name is Bobby K. I'm a professional landscape designer and installer. I was in the field for a long time. I've built just about everything you can think of when it comes to outdoor, and I do a lot of designing and general contracting now. And what I want to teach you are a lot of the tips and tricks that I learned in the field that make your place absolutely jump off the page. So if you're gonna do it yourself or you're gonna hire somebody, you've got some ammunition to go into that conversation with. Let's get right into a couple of images. I'm gonna break down 5 that are under 15K that might be a perfect template for you in your front or your backyard. Go. Number 1, all right. This is a very simplistic design, but what it really is doing is transforming the house entirely just by cleaning up all this stuff. Here's where the cost comes in though. You've got 2 sets of French doors. Each of those doors installed is probably around 4 grand, give or take. So say you got 8K right there on the doors. Then in order to get to that budget of 15K or under, you gotta go with either a brushed concrete or a stamped concrete. In this picture, I can't tell what it really is, but it's probably gonna be concrete versus pavers, which are more expensive. This square footage of this patio, even though it's got some good curves, it's not all that big, which is in your benefit. It's probably under 400 square feet. So with the patio, with the doors, and a little bit of turf repair, more than likely seed and straw, you're gonna be under 15K for this transformation. Number 2, if you've been on Pinterest, you've probably seen this image. I love the transformation of this. This totally feels like a Chip and Joanna Gaines facelift. And there's a couple of things that you can do if you've got this ranch style house that will absolutely up the curb appeal and make it look beautiful. First thing is, you gotta power wash and get it prepped and paint the thing to transform it from this to this. So you've got a lot of work right there, which is gonna eat up some money. Then it's updating the windows or using the existing windows and putting some shutters on there, which doesn't cost all that much. And the trick to all this is some very simplistic landscaping. They got some grasses involved here. So it's got this minimalist contemporary vibe that totally transformed the space. And you're probably looking at me like, yeah, that's great, Bobby, but are you forgetting that fireplace? Yeah, I kind of am in this, in this design. If you want to also do the stone on the fireplace and kind of rework the shape, that's gonna blow that 15K out of the water. But if you're okay with the fireplace, or maybe you wanna paint it the same color as the house, I think you can pull this off for under 15K. Let's go to the next one. This one is also kind of pushing the envelope of the 15K. You're gonna have to do this yourself if you want to put this in. If you hire a company, you're probably gonna spend more like 20 to 25, and I'll tell you why right now. So, we've got the walkway, but it's widening and it's going to a paver. That's completely different. It looks like a stoop is getting installed there. We've also got some stairs. And then you've got the elevation of the lawn going up with this bed and the columns and all this. If you are a handy person, you can do all this yourself with the landscaping for 15K material cost. If you got to hire a company to do this, expect to pay 25. But technically, it is under 15K, and man, what a transformation that is. That's beautiful. Number 4, the original actually isn't all that bad, but it's just a little bit dated. So going over to the after of the picture, what they did is they took out the multiple elevations and they created more of a ramp effect with the paver walkway. And the walkway is obviously a more contemporary paver than your typical 4x8 Roman Holland stone paver. So updating the walkway, you got only one step going up, updating the landscaping, creating these beds with pops of color really gives it some cool curb appeal. And this right here is definitely under 15K. Even hiring a company, I think you're right at 15K. Final picture, we've been doing nothing but front yards. Let's go to the back. Here's something that can be put in by a professional company for $15K. And the reason being is the square footage of this walkway into this fire pit area, if it's just the fire pit area, is not a ton of hardscape cost. So if you're putting in this Mega Arbel paver by Belgard, it's a fantastic paver. You've got the little seating wall, you've got some boulders, and you've got one of these kits. Those fire pit kits, 450 bucks. They're really easy. They got a ring, they got the block, you glue them, all in, done. And then we've got some beautiful landscaping with some height going on. So with the landscaping cost, with this hardscaping in this fire pit area, I think you can get out of there at $15K. And man, is this something awesome. You come out of your back porch, you're having friends over, you go over there, you sit, you chill by the fire, you're creating memories all day long. Love this. Hey, if you got some value out of this, smash this guy, let people find this video. That's how the algorithm gets triggered. Help the channel out. It would be amazing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd love to hear from you as well. Comment below, tell me what you like, dislike, and if you got any ideas for some future videos, I'll make them. This is Bobby K saying creation is everything. So go out, create.